All right. A promise made in a quiet conversation right after the dedication ceremony of the AI-enabled portable digital X-ray system that was gifted to DHS in September last year. That day, we spoke of what more could Rotary Club of Panji Riviera do. Today, the daycare chemotherapy centers are no longer a conversation. It's a reality. The Rotary Club of Panji Riviera has over the years made it a mission to strengthen Goa's medical infrastructure in meaningful, lasting ways through critical COVID equipments during the COVID-19, mammography unit, a fully operational state-of-art diabetic retinopathy center, advanced cataract surgery equipment to Hospicio, lab equipments to Asilo, and portable digital X-ray system in the fight to eliminate tuberculosis from our state. To date, ladies and gentlemen, our club has donated medical equipment and infrastructure to the Directorate of Health Services worth over 3.5 crores.
Cancer is a disease that no one should endure or suffer. It brings immense suffering financially, physically, all for the patient and also for the family. We have seen dialysis patient and cancer patient suffering for the life. So any initiative of this scale, daycare chemotherapy center, is itself a big relief for these patients. These patients go to tertiary care Goa Medical College and they spend energy, they have a lot of challenges having traveling. They have with this center, they will minimize the travel, they will have less expenses, and most of all, the chemotherapy will be available at the doorstep. With the establishment of daycare center, now it will be an ease of work for the family members also.
And this year, the slogan given by our Rotary International that Unite for Good, and I think these people are here doing good in this world, and the slogan given by me to my team of 3526, that is, let us create a legacy. So I think the Panji Riviera has created this legacy to serve the community. और कहते हैं ना, ये जरूरी नहीं कि हम हर रोज मंदिर जाएं, ये जरूरी नहीं कि हम हर रोज मंदिर जाएं, लेकिन जहाँ भी जाए सेवा का ऐसा कार्य करें कि वहाँ मंदिर बन जाए, जैसे मदर टेरेसा जी ने बनाया, जैसे रानी बंग जी ने बनाया, जैसे रानी बंग बाबा अमटी जी ने बनाया, वही काम ये पंजी रिवा कर रही है. So thank you very much.
I came the other day and I told them that there are certain things we are trying to do. We are planning, we are in the process in the next 3 to 4 months, maximum 5 months. Before we go in for polls, we are going to have a cath lab, dedicated cath lab for the people of the state of Goa, and this is not a commitment, these are completely something that we are going to be doing. In addition, we are having a state-of-art neuro setup and orthopedic setup here. In addition, when I said is cancer, we are the only state in Goa, in India, that is giving high-end cancer medication free of charge to the patients. And we are not charging a rupee to the patients, and we are trying to say that we want them to have a better quality of life. I think all of you know, and Madam Swati Dalal will know, is that it's always good to give a treatment protocol when you have a very focused approach and you know exactly which pathway to take. My mother herself is a cancer patient. So when you actually see the trouble a cancer patient goes through, you don't want that type of a trouble, for a common man or a common citizen. Today I am a minister, I can afford the best of healthcare, but it is not everybody who can afford the best of healthcare. It is for us as a system and the government to step in to see what we can do. We are a very small state. Whatever we do impacts the population. Whatever we do provides a better quality of life. Whatever we do tries to see that we are able to give that person a lease of life. And when my mother's case was very unique. They said there's only 2 months. So I was given counseling. It's about your intention, what you want to do for the state. And when we are very open to organizations like yours, when they step in or when Zydus comes in, we have different arrangements. We will take those things forward, but it is also important for us to put initiatives in place in the right particular manner. Today, people of South Goa have been craving and wanting that, when is our government going to see that we live up to the expectations of the people of the South Goa? And it is only my government it is only my chief minister, it's only my prime minister, and that initiative that will see that the aspirations of the people of South Goa are fulfilled in the next 6 months. We have got a very good joint secretary, we have got an advisor in Fazil Arrojo, we have got my mentor in health, Dr. Rajnanda Desai, who's always been very, always been my guiding force for last so many times. She was also Director of Health Services, my present Director of Health Services. All of us work like a team. It's nobody is like, just because you're a minister, you understand everything. You need to be guided also by some people to take things forward. But one thing I would like to say is that it's not been very easy for me to take all these things forward. It's been very difficult. It's been a journey of a learning journey for all of us. But one thing in Goa today, with your initiative, we are not only starting the daycare center here in North Goa, South Goa. We are going to start a daycare center in the afternoon in South Goa. I was just talking to them that about what are the initiatives they can do and tie up with the state of Goa. We are open to all initiatives. We are open to any kind of support you are able to give us. We are open to any kind of thing, whether it is neonatal care, whether it is mother and child, whether it is cancer care. These things are very important, and small things in a hospital can actually make that change that we want. Just imagine the smile on the lady who we met just now. If she has to go to Goa Medical College and take the chemotherapy, as it is the patient gets drained out. Then from there she has to come back home. But when she is close to her house, it becomes very easy for the relatives to manage, and it becomes very easy for us to take things forward. All the nurses, it's not only about you being a nurse. It's not about a doctor being a doctor. Everybody's house, there are various issues, there are patients, there are aged parents, so what are we actually doing? I have decided from now, I will be actually visiting not only the patients, but also visiting the patients and going home and finding out what is it that the government can do in the next 8 months to see that we can put things on fast track. We are also having Padma Shri Dr. Amit Maideo set up a center of excellence in Goa Medical College, Nishit Shah to carry out endoscopic skull-based surgeries in the state of Goa. And we are doing all new things. Many times I don't talk about it beyond a particular point to the media or all of you. Everybody present in the audience must be having somebody or some relative who you find it very difficult to treat. And I assure you, there will be so many heads shaking in concurrence with what I speak and what I say, because there is a patient, there is an elderly patient in the house who requires care. That's why we have been talking about a new concept called state cares, where even there we provide caretakers to the patient and we take healthcare to the doorstep of people. There are several things. Anupama Golkar will agree with me. Ladies generally tend to shy away from carrying out cervical cancer tests. As a result, we are coming up with a screening for the whole state of Goa. I didn't mention it to her, I yet to discuss at length with her, but we want to carry out this screening. We are the first state to start STEMI, where people suffering from heart attacks could be thrombolized, and we could bring them to the to the Goa Medical College for early care and intervention. We are the only state to have started first as a government initiative, thrombolizing of stroke patients. So these are all the things that we have been doing. And I think our nurses, doctors have been doing a phenomenal job. There are many students here also. It is for you to actually learn and imbibe. Actually, the government is not only a government, because generally I consider you, when I see you, I consider you from the population of the Gen Z. Gen Z is a very impatient population. They think that no, this system will not work. No, system works. It is who's running the system is very important. And a system cannot work because it is one minister who wants to run that system. It is a team that drives him to run the system, and the minister has to have the aptitude to listen. And it's very important. You are educated, I am also educated, so it becomes very easy for me to understand what your thought process is. You'll be surprised. In my constituency also, I have identified who are the Gen Zs. And as of now, I got about 3,500 names, and I'm going to interact with them to understand what their thought process is. Any minister who tries to say that he knows everything and is going to achieve everything cannot achieve. He has to understand the thought process of an 18-year-old right up to a 65-year-old or a 70-year-old and understand what state policy should be and how it should be tweaked. And we're really happy that we have institutions like the Rotary Club of Panjim, Madam Swati Dalal is here, and our team, which is always trying to see what best we can do for the state of Goa. Today these ambulances which are inaugurated is basically we are merging all our ambulances with the 108 services. Sushma is here, who has been doing a good job as far as 108 is concerned. But we are trying to see that, others we have these complaints, the driver finds that there is no fuel in the vehicle. The driver finds that the oxygen cylinder is less oxygen. Then he waits for the patient to queue up. So we want to actually get rid of all these systems, and I have taken a decision that once and for all these systems should be put to an end. We'll have it under 108 is on hire and fire basis, so that they will be responsible to shift the patient from the hospital to whichever other hospital for referral, whatever is required. So the patient is transferred faster, safer, and we are able to protect his life and take care of him in a better way. Today, healthcare is changing. We have been using AI for screening of chest X-rays to see that, for any kind of cancer detection and other things. So several initiatives like breast cancer screening, we already completed close to 1.5 lakh women in the state of Goa, tying up with iBreast and Yuvraj Singh's foundation. So several other initiatives that we have done, we are actually taking forward. We want to do several things. Time is never enough. And all of you who come from the Gen Z, I always call now, it's better to address Gen Z as a separate segment by itself, because you have a different viewpoint. And it's always important to understand that viewpoint and move forward and understand. And you must also believe, the system is not stagnating, or the system is not stuck. There are people in the system that can actually move and transform people's lives. There may be some students here who have a smile on their face, but behind that smile, there may be a parent at home who's not well. There may be a relative who's not well. I not only one, I have been going through this for last, how many years, I don't know. And when you go to hospitals and you're going constantly, you go report to report, doctor to doctor to understand exactly what is happening. We don't want that to happen to the people in the state of Goa. We want to actually digitize our systems to such a level that that person doesn't have to go, just has to go plainly to the doctor and get that type of care. So we are in the process at the moment. We were just talking, we had a meeting here also, to get the best setups of the ICU, upgrade them further. Neonatal ICU, get the best care, best ventilator, so that the best setup, whatever is required. And there are doctors available, and we need to take those doctors on board, and the government is in the process of doing that. We want not only to treat the patient, but we want to also have preventive care, and concept of preventive care, so scanning and screening becomes very important for the state of Goa. Today, for me, this is a big moment, because on this day, after the Prime Minister completes 12 years as a Prime Minister, we are able to commit additional services to the people of the state of Goa. And for me, it's a big moment, because we are adding facilities to the hospital and tying up with the Rotarian. And I think Mr. Doan and all of you, Tanviji and Bandari Sahab, for this function especially came. It's important for us both to work very closely with you. And one thing I would like to assure you, we'll give you enough opportunities to tie up with the state of, we don't have to go to South Africa or the African continent. We'll give you enough opportunities to invest here, so that our people in the state of Goa and can benefit out of the Rotarian and their commitment and their passion. I'm very happy Swati Dharji also came especially for today's initiative, and our whole team. It's important for us to move forward. And I would like to share with you only one thing, ministers come, ministers go. Governments will come, governments will change, somebody else will come in power. That's why I always tell the departments, put things on an auto mode. Put things in systems which are not necessarily to go to the minister. Create a system and a structure where on auto mode, the people's interest comes first and the people benefit out of a system that is created in the state of Goa. I can assure the media today that whoever comes in my place later on will never, not that I'm going anywhere so fast, but whoever may come at a later stage, maybe somebody from the Gen Z may become a Minister of Health, we don't know. We don't know anything, we cannot predict anything, but then the system should be on auto mode. System should be such that everything doesn't have to go to the minister. If somebody wants to come in CSR, it should be on auto mode to start, and that should be prioritized. For that, you have a proper roadmap has to be established, and I'm sure our team will put that roadmap in place. But one thing today, before concluding, I would like to tell the media, he was with me that day. We were just quietly going. I said, I don't want to say much. Both of us were actually walking around and just seeing what is happening and asking the doctors, whatever the issues are, problems are. Then I talked to Pranav about what is happening, what we need to do. And one thing I can assure you is that this hospital will make the people of South Goa proud in the next 6 months. It is our government. It is our government headed by the Chief Minister and the vision of my leader, the Prime Minister of the country, who tells us all, keep everything behind. You need to work and you need to ensure that the healthcare reaches to the doorstep of every person. And for me, I can. Perhaps, all of you sitting here, for me, my own mother's case was a real example. And this example actually really troubled my mind, because when top doctors tell me, top doctors means the topmost doctors. Anupama Morkar has been with me on this journey. And they told us very clearly that this is a 4th stage case and 2 months, beyond 2 months, nothing. But I think it is just God's grace and the doctor's efforts and the care that all the nursing staff, it's all your nursing staff only that is looking after them, and for whom I'm always grateful. You know, it is so important. Science is changing. Today people are talking about longevity protocols, people are talking about living beyond 100 years. Somebody told me that you become very slim and trim. I said, I want to reduce my age by 10 years so I get another 10 years so that I don't have to go anywhere so fast. But it's important for us to understand that, I'm sure, Swati Dalal, madam, you know what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm talking about, that every aspect can be pinpointed to biological reverse aging of the cells, and everything can be actually understood, and a focused treatment approach can take place. All of you should actually grok. Best is not read books. You can grok also now. I sit in the night and grok. Basically, I try to see what's new, what's happening, and they give you a good kind of comparison, you know, of many subjects that are there. Whenever I make a speech, I am given pointers, but I speak from my heart because of my real life experiences that I have faced. And I am very grateful to my team. I am really grateful to all of them, whether it is Pranav Bhatt, whether it is Dr. Borkar, Sandesh Madkekar, whether it is Rupa Naik, my favorite director of health service. Now, Rajnanda may be fuming from behind. I don't know whether she saw, she's gone behind. No, she's like my mentor. She doesn't go anywhere. Actually, when one of the chief ministers asked me, you come with a package deal. I said, what's that package deal? I didn't understand what package you want to give me. He said, no, Rajnanda is a part of your package. You become minister, she comes with you. I said, yes, that is the deal. Now we'll close it at that. So it's like that because she's been there for so long. Then we have Prajal Araju, who is a young Gen Z who actually pushes proposals and takes it forward. Geeta Deshmukh is there. Maria is in Margaon. Then we have Dr. Kedar Vaikar, who is a very dynamic doctor. So all of them work hard. And we have to appreciate. And we have got a fast track booster, Madam Swati Dalal. I think he'll put the corporate sector also to shame. There is Mr. Pranav Bhatt. He runs the state of Goa. So basically, you have to meet him. But he does good work. And I'm really appreciative. I think he must have never seen me appreciate him in public. And I appreciate. And then that side we have Shushma, Mildred, and the whole team, Adolf, all of them running the 108. And they're doing a phenomenal job. And we are here to save lives of the people, and we can save more lives if the Rotary Club of Panjim Riviera can help us more. And Swati Dalal's, madam, your initiative will be a success in the state of Goa. Goa has shown the way to many initiatives, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you so much, and believe in yourselves. All the younger generations and students who have come from Parul University also, believe in yourselves. You all are the new India, and you can make that change that India wants. Thank you so much.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms for the latest updates and content.